Hi, my name is Fraser Morrison. I'm the CEO and founder of 1000 Steps. Today, I'm going to be telling you about a program that we're going to be running that's going to help you scale your sales during COVID-19. Clearly, the world is changing. The ramifications of COVID-19 are there for all of us to see. I definitely didn't forecast the impact that it was going to have. I don't think anybody really did. I don't really want to go on about that just now. Really what I want to do is focus on how we're going to adapt to this new world that we're going to step into. How are we going to change our businesses? How are we going to evolve our models? And how are we going to create a methodology of engaging with customers that's going to allow us to sustain ourselves and develop and grow during the coming months and definitely years. There are 4 critical areas that we should be focusing on as we move forward, and that's what the course is going to cover. So the 4 areas are as follows. Number 1, how do we identify a target market? Who should we be talking to? There's no doubt that some businesses we were dealing with before aren't markets for us anymore, and other businesses that we haven't dealt with before have become new marketplaces for us. So we need to identify which industries we should be dealing with, and we should be identifying who within these businesses we should be talking to. The second area we need to look at is how do you manage your outbound lead generation model? So how do you reach out to people strategically and consistently? How do you get a steady flow of outbound leads coming into your business? And the methodologies we use for doing this are referrals, centers of influence, partners, how to optimize LinkedIn. The third part of the model that you need to master is how do I get appointments in my diary? I mean, I know it seems like it's common sense, but we need to get appointments. We need to be able to put bums on seats. Actually, it's never been easier. I know a lot of people think, yeah, hello, Fraser, yeah, right, what are you talking about? But it's never been easier. And you've got to master certain methodologies. So I would suggest, and what we're going to work on is referrals, centers of influence, partnerships, and optimizing LinkedIn. If we get these 4 areas working, you will have a steady flow of appointments in your diary. The third area that I'm going to talk to you about is how do we have meetings? How do we have conversations with people who don't want anybody in selling to them? And this is the easiest time to have these conversations. It's never been easier as long as you're not pitching, as long as you're not trying to put product in front of them. So we're going to cover how to have a meeting, how to lay it out, how to have a good quality dialogue, and that's the important word, dialogue, so that you come out the other end with a future meeting, you haven't sold anything, they've built up trust with you, you've got to know them, and as we come out of COVID at the end, you will be able to come back to these people and start proper business conversations with them at a later date. It's a unique opportunity to do this. It's a unique opportunity to build trust. And actually, you're going to find it's easier to get meetings and do this than it ever has been before. How do we move forward? Well, I think the key thing here is trying to anticipate generically what's going to happen. In my opinion, we've got 2 to 3 months of pain where COVID's going to be here, might be a little bit longer. So we've got the question of what do we do during that 2 to 3 month period. We then step into post-COVID, probably a recession, probably where it gets really, really challenging for businesses with high unemployment and a really pretty solid level of businesses failing. How do we adapt to that? Well, the first thing is we've got to understand our markets. We've got to understand how we fit into the big scheme of things and how to engage with that marketplace. I've always found in the past when I've been working that during tough periods, if you're smart about what you do and you engage effectively, actually it's a time to grow and it's a time to scale. So what we want to do with this course is give you the skills to do that and give you the opportunity to reassess what you're doing as a business and use this, and I hate to say this, but as an opportunity to fine tune your model, to come back to basics, to make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do when you do it and drive your business forward. If the opportunity is there to do that and maximize the world as it is now. So let me wrap up. What our goal is we're running a course. And when I say we, I mean Russell Dalgleish and myself have put together this course to allow you as a business to grow and thrive during COVID-19. It's one of the most difficult times in recent history. And what we want you to be able to do is to adapt and be effective, or as effective as you possibly can be. The course is going to consist of 3 2-hour sessions. It's going to be deeply interactive. You're going to be whiteboarding, you're going to be workbooks, you're going to be breakout rooms. You're going to be doing a variety of pre-learning and post-learning, but ultimately what you're going to do is build a model out that's going to work for your business in this environment. I'm really looking forward to seeing you. Please sign up. If you've got any questions, please get back to Russell or myself, and I'll see you, I think it's about 10 days' time.